Hey guys, it's yet another beautiful Saturday, and today I'm very excited because guess what? I don't have a guest, and today ngenda chikuba mbatwale mpaka kusawa kumi zenyini. How are you doing? I hope your week has been good since last Saturday. Well, we've been having lots of chats on living it up, and of course remember we talk about the issues that affect us in our day-to-day lives. And well, we've been hosting different people with different experiences, sharing with us their stories, talking about these issues. Last time we had a widow come through and she shared her story, such a touching story, and of course I hope someone picked a leaf or two. I had King Wesley come through. He shared his story from nothingness to being king of radio last Saturday. That was last Saturday, and of course that episode, I know it blessed and inspired so many of you. Well, this is a month of love. It's 4th of December, and of course we expect a lot of love, sharing, peace. It's Christmas season. And so for that reason, on Living It Up, we will be hosting different people, who have stayed in their marriages for 20 years and more, and they'll be sharing their experiences with us, for you to be inspired into love, into marriage, into this beautiful thing, And today, I'm here to talk about the mistakes that girls and boys do before and during dating. Are you ready for this? Ngenda chikubanze kampaka kusawa kumi mbatwale. Well, I'm starting off with one of the mistakes. First of all, before you start dating, do you know what you want? That is number one mistake. Going in for dating before you actually identify what you want, whether you're ready for dating in the first place. Have you ever been in a relationship and then all of a sudden it died off and you feel so disappointed, and all of a sudden, things went west, south, and you can't understand things, and all of a sudden you're like, what? What a disappointment. And then you don't give yourself enough time to heal, to mourn, to realize the mistakes that led to the downfall of that relationship, and all of a sudden you're jumping into another relationship. Well, that is number one mistake. Jumping into relationships before you are actually ready, before you actually identify your mistakes, your past mistakes, and also before you actually identify the qualities that you need in this other person that you're going in for. Are you in that position right now? I guess I'm connecting with you. Well, that is number one, mistake that we do. Oftentimes we get into relationships and we seem so desperate. We seem so, you can't stay alone. You can't allow yourself time to be alone and study yourself and love on yourself and, go venture into different things and accept yourself the way you are before you go into a relationship. And that is a very big mistake that we do, because if you do not love on yourself, you're not going to be able to love on the other person. So, as I talk about these things, if you have a pen, write down, note a few things down. And if you relate with those things, please get in touch with me. Connect with me on my social media platforms that are going down on your screen. And also the number that is going down on your screen, you can always send us text messages or WhatsApp messages, and we can be able to connect together. We are streaming live also on Facebook, that is Spirit TV Uganda, and on YouTube, Spirit TV Uganda. Connect with us and tell us those mistakes that we happen to do every single day before and during dating. The other mistake is looking about the people that surround you and doing things for those people instead of doing things for yourself. Dating this girl and you're like, I love this girl, but she's not as charming, as beautiful as they would expect, and so I'd instead go in for the other girl. So you're doing something for others, to please others. What will my friends say? Kagai tekaina sente kavu, not presentable. But that person that is not presentable is the person that you actually love. So this tendency of looking at what others will say or what others will feel is not right, because at the end of the day, it's about us. And again, look where I know your mutu, yourself. You know, it's about the two of you. And so if you consider these other external, people that are not into your life, you're going to mess up. You're actually going to settle in for someone that you do not actually love, that you do not connect with, that you're not happy with, but you know, because others feel like the other one is more beautiful, the other one is more presentable. So let's get out of that tendency of looking at other people, because it's a very huge mistake. Once you get serious with that person, you're there won't be peace, because in your heart of hearts, you know you didn't love this person, but rather you went in for them because of others. And that point brings me to a point of looking for looks. Those are also mistakes that we as girls do, and also men do. You know, you look at these external values, the hips, the bum, the shape and all those things. And at the end of the day, this person is different. When you get to connect with this person, you don't get the other person that you need from a partner. You see what I'm talking about? For us girls who go for, abs, this guy has a flat tummy, he looks really nice, hot, and at the end of the day, those are not the things that you're going to settle for. After all those, what happens next? Are you going to feel loved? Are you going to feel cared for? Are you going to feel protected by this person? So as we look for a partner, or as we date, let's focus more on the qualities that actually build us, that are actually long-lasting, and are going to eventually send us to a marriage or long-lasting relationships. I know you're connecting. If you've been in that position and maybe you've dated someone because of their looks and you got disappointed, I know so many people would love to connect or to even hear from different people's experiences. Personally, I've been there, and at the end of the day, you get disappointed. So let's not settle in, or let's not look for the wrong qualities. Let's look for the right qualities that will give us peace. That, at the end of the day, everyone looks for love, peace. You just need this person that is going to be in your life, and you're going to feel complete. And so the boobs won't complete you. The nice waist, tight waist won't complete you. Look for those qualities that will complete you. So I've talked about number one mistake being looking for wrong qualities. I've talked about looking at other people and pleasing other people other than yourself. I've talked about not being ready to go into a relationship and then you just jump into it because you simply cannot stand being alone. You see what I'm talking about? So let's get into the other mistake that girls do and boys do before and during dating. Looking for qualities that you don't actually have. You want this handsome guy, this guy that smells nice, this guy that has made it in life, that has money. Do you have money? Do you have a career? What are you doing for yourself? So as we demand for what we want, me, I want this, I want that, I want this in a man, I want this in a girl, I want that in a girl. Do you actually have those qualities? Let's start from there. Because as people give, they expect to receive. Love is about give and, receive and take. So if you are not the qualities that you are looking for, now work when you touch and work on yourself, because that is number one mistake. You'll get a perfect person that has all the qualities that you need, and at the end of the day, you'll be the opposite, and that person will not be able to stand. They will not be able to stand you, because as they give the love, you'll be giving hatred, bitterness, because you're filled with bitterness. So work with the bitterness. What is that is bringing the bitterness in you? Is it the past relationship that disappointed you? Is it that they proposed to you and someone let you down all of a sudden? Let's first deal with that. Get to heal, get to work on yourself, and be ready to give love. Once you feel like, yes, Now I'm ready to give love. Now look for the person that is gonna give you that love as well. So as you look for a partner or qualities in a partner, make sure you have those qualities yourself. It's very important. Another mistake that we do, both girls and boys, because today I didn't want to really go into only girls. I wanted the boys to benefit too. Well, you're looking for a classy person, or a person of your class, or a person that looks really dope, or a person that is presentable to your family, and that is where you're hanging out from. I mean, your kachai, you go for 2,000 kachai, you go for 4,000 kachai in those funny places. Okay, it might be even a restaurant, but if you are looking for a partner that is way up here, and you're going way down here, what you're going to get is way down here, because that is where you are. And so that is number one mistake, assuming you want a religious partner and that is where you are. I mean, how are you going to be able to get a religious partner? Ngumsanze anywa kabia, umsanze alimu club, they're clubbing. And that is where you're hanging out from, and that those are the people that you're rubbing shoulders with, and those are the people that you're relating with. Think about it. So let's twist this thing and look into going to places, or going to places that attract the kind of people that you want into your life. Bogenda kusera na nonya kachai, obaka ebiri, obaka mtwalo, obaka kameka. I mean, the people that you're going to find there are the people that can afford that kind of kachai, and those are the people that you're going to rub your shoulders with. And you never know, your partner could be there, because, I mean, you want a partner and wesibi demojo. Work home. I mean, agenda kuva mugulu agwe akutomede akugwide. So some of the mistakes we do is assuming that that partner is just going to find us, or that partner is just going to come, or we go to wrong places and expect, different expectations. You know, there's someone that talked about a tree yesterday in a service and said, omuyembe tegusobola kubalako michungwa. And so it's the same. You're not going to expect to go to a club, hang out, and then get a responsible man that will take you to church down the aisle. You're not going to expect to go to Tony Nida, ewa mama Saro, ewa mama ni, and take chayo wenku bisatu, and expect a guy owa poshka oba aina wadi asomye kwa tegeera nti ero genda kubeera na baboda ayisigamye wa boda mubi nengamba. I'm just saying, those are the kinds of people that you're going to get at the end of the day. So, I mean, put everything into consideration as you're going in for dating, as you're already into dating. Now let's talk about the people that are already into dating. Looking so much for these bad things in a person. You know, you're always on the negative. You're always looking at his mistake or her mistake. You know, those are the kind of shades that you're putting on. You know, you're only looking, your eye is critically looking for any mistake all the time. That is what you're going to get. And that is number one mistake. How about you be positive? How about you look for the good things in that person? Because you're not going to get a person that is 100% your type, or a person that is 100% what you want in a man or in a woman. And so if you give yourself a chance, you got this person, probably 70% of the qualities that you need in a man or a woman. And there are these other small negative things that happen here and there. And you target the good things. Trust me, you're going to see more of the good things, more of the beautiful things that this person does, rather than concentrating onto the bad things that they do. I think that should be the tip of the day. Concentrating more on the beautiful things, on the nice positive things that this person does, rather than the small negative things that they do. And you magnify them, you make them look huge, and at the end of the day, every time you're only expecting bad things. And by the way, you get what you expect. Because that is something that you're going to think about. That is something that you're going to concentrate on. Even when you're sleeping, that is something that you're going to dream about, because it is in your dreams. It is in your mind. And we attract what we think about. Have you ever planned for, you sit down and just imagine your partner cheating, and all of a sudden you're seeing the story as if it's real, as if this person is actually cheating? You see what you're filling your mind with? Because that is what you want, and those are the results that you're going to get. Instead of expecting 100% perfect human beings, and yet human beings can never be perfect, let's embrace the people that we have in our lives and try to adjust, because it's all about adjustment. And then the other mistake that we do is expecting the other person to be the one adjusting, while for us we are always right. For you think you're always 100% right, and every time it's your fault. You did this, it's your fault. You did that, it's your fault. Until when? The other mistake that single ladies and single men do is getting into relationships and jumping out of them before actually finding out whether it can work. Just one mistake, you run off for your dear life. This person just did one mistake and you didn't give them another chance. You just run for you just keep running. I had that tendency back then when I was, still, I would go into a relationship, try it, but until when? And how many people are you going to be able to date? You see? And for ladies, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. I'm not putting you on pressure, no pressure, but the clock is ticking, and you're going to reach a time when you'll be just settling in for just anyone that comes your way, simply because you chased away all these chances that kept coming your way because of pride, because you cannot adjust, because you cannot relate or talk about issues. And so you just keep running away from different relationships. You're not going to find any perfect relationship ever. And so, for relationships to work, we have to invest in them. You invest your time, you invest your money, you invest your emotions. All of those things matter. And so if you're not investing and you're expecting the other person to invest, then you're wrong. It's a mistake, because it's never going to work. They will invest until they'll feel like they don't have anything anymore to invest. You see? They will invest and feel like they're just drained. You're just draining them. And it's the same thing. If you feel like you're investing, it's also a mistake. You feel like you're investing. You're the one calling, you're the one texting, you're the one kulabia kodi. Where are you? How come your phones are off? How come I texted you didn't text back? This person just keeps forgetting you all the time. And you just keep investing your emotions, your time, your money. Everything. You cry. Number one mistake is assuming. Do not assume. Actions do not lie. If this person is really into you and appreciates you the same way you appreciate them, they will invest back without you having to demand for it. No one convinces the other to love another person. And so, if you feel like you've been investing and not getting any returns or any profits into that, it's high time you thought twice. This is just dating. And that's why today I'm only talking about the people that are yet to go into dating and those that are into dating. So I'm not talking about marriage. When you're dating, it is bargaining time. It's more like a campaign. Am I winning? Am I walking down the aisle? Am I putting a ring on it? Am I settling for this person for the rest of my life? And so there you can decide, it's not a must that you focus on one person that gives you headache all the time and it's not leading anywhere, you see? So here you have an option of opting out or of continuing, and the choice is yours. And so if you feel like this person is giving you headache, you're chasing them over and over, you're calling them, you're pleading with them, you're doing all these things and nothing is working your way, it's high time you thought about it. Think about it. Until when? Don't you deserve better? And there are other options. Is he the only person that is there? And it's not wrong for you to walk away from a relationship that is not working, from a relationship that is draining, from someone that doesn't appreciate you. It is very right, 100%. So during dating is the time that you can weigh whether things are gonna work for you or not. And so if they're not working for you, sweetheart, run for your dear life. And the other mistake that we actually do is concentrating on one person. This one person that gives you headache, and you don't give yourself chance to look for these other options. Now, get me real. When I tell you to look for other options or to start dating other people, I do not tell you to sleep around. No. You can date someone and not sleep with them, but you're weighing your options. You're seeing Michael, you're seeing Wesley, you're seeing Emma, you're seeing different people, and you're weighing your options as a girl, and you're thinking, okay, who loves me better? Who loves me more? Who appreciates me? Who adds value onto me? You see those things? So now you're looking at yourself, because this is you and this is a lifetime. So the mistake that we do is concentrating on this one person, and you see them as heaven and earth, and you see them as if you don't leave them, you'll never get any other person. You see how you waste 5 years dating this one person who gives you headache, and at the end of the day, he doesn't even marry you, marries the other person. You see? And so let's give ourselves chance to look into things deeply and know Emma is here, Baba is here, Shama is here, Joel is here. Who of these people gives me peace? Who of these people loves me more? Who invests in me more? Who wants me? Who needs me? And then you can go in for that one person. You see? So let's open our wings wide and let's open our eyes to seeing the things the way they are. Now, this is for those that haven't started dating, and for girls, my girls, you're looking at this guy and, he's your friend, you talk to him, you like him, and you know for sure he likes you, though he hasn't told you anything, and how he treats you shows you that he likes you, and then you rush into telling them you like them. Wrong. Very wrong. And here is my reason. You tell them they like you. Number one, you seeing that they like you might have been an assumption. Yet they don't actually like you. They're just being nice, and they're just being gentlemen and friendly to you. See? Them being nice to you doesn't mean they have the best intentions for you. And so revealing that you like them before they actually reveal that they like you is exposing yourself and giving away your power to this person. And so you're at the mercies of this person. He decides what he does with you. You see? Number one, you start feeling weird. You start feeling like a shame comes in. And this guy has, if he's a bad guy, he will use you. He'll be like, okay, since she's available, why not? Use you and dump you. And so men are naturally hunters. Men love to fix things. Men love to solve puzzles. It's okay to like someone, by the way. It's okay to like a man, even before he likes you, it's okay. But how do you do it? You can like them, show them, soften the ground for them. Be nice to them, be available, call them, talk to them, chat with them. and let the man do the work, because he's meant to do the work. He's meant to do the hunting. He's meant to solve that puzzle. I mean, he's meant to fix things. And they feel awarded and rewarded every time they chase for something and they find it. They feel amazing. And it's very interesting. It's an interesting game for them. And so if you don't allow him time to chase you, you're making everything seem boring for them. They get bored easily. And so control your emotions, hold up on that, and don't attack as yet. I'm coming back with more of these tips, and let's talk about these things, because we need to get prepared for the love season, and I need to see you guys in love and happy and peaceful this season. So let's talk about these things and more when I come back. Let me go for a short break. Come back shortly.